So as discussed earlier, we will now try to understand that what are the different states of the processor. What happens as a software has its own development life cycle. In the similar fashion, in an operating system, when the processes are created, so they have to go through different states throughout their complete lifetime. And in this particular video, we will try to understand the beautiful concept in an operating system, that what are the different states through which the process needs to go. So there are 7 different states that I have mentioned over here. So the very first state for a process is new. Now a new state means the process is created. A process is created. Now as we know that for a computer system there is the high hierarchy of the memory system. So this is the secondary memory, means this is the hard disk. This is the primary memory or main memory we can say, and this is the processor, which is actually executing all our operation, and this is how we perform our activities. Now whenever you are doing some, or whenever you are opening some application in your computer system, at that particular time in the secondary memory system the process is created. So this new state can also be considered as create, or this is the creation state of a process. And the processes are created in the secondary memory. So this is one of the favorite question, that where the processes are created. So there is always a dilemma between the primary memory or the secondary memory. So the answer is the processes are created in the secondary memory.
समझ रहे हो? समझ रहे हो आप?
Now the another state of a process is ready. So after creation, the important thing is whether the processes are ready to run or they are not ready. So try to understand this, that when the process is created, then it is going to the ready state, because in multi-programming we have seen that there are many processes which are ready to run. What is meant by multi-programming? Multi-programming means there are many processes which are ready to run. So try to understand that ready means the processes are now ready, so that they will going to take a charge of the I can say application, or I can say the activity that you are doing on your computer system, or that you are doing on your mobile phone. Because if the processes are ready, then they will go into the run state. So when the process is created, it is known as the new state. The processes are all created in the secondary memory. From the secondary memory, they are coming to the primary memory system. So in the primary memory or main memory, I can say the process, the ready state of the process exists in the main memory. Then after ready, the process is going to in the another state, that is known as a run. Run means here it is the actual time when it is taking the responsibility of executing your job, executing your application. Because when you are doing some activity, let's say writing a Word document, as in case of the previous example. So when you are performing some writing work, doing some creating some paragraphs, writing some another paragraphs, you can see that the activity is happening. The work is getting saved if you will click on the save button. So what is meant by that? The processes are running over there. And the run state of the process exists in the main memory. Next, block or wait. Block or wait. So now what is meant by block or wait? Now sometimes what happens, we want to perform an IO. IO means, for example, you are running your C program and a part of your program is being completed. Now what you will do? You will wait for some time. After waiting for some time, what you will do? You will try to compile and run that particular block of the program, partial program I will say, and you will see that whether you are getting the output or not. That can be considered as IO. IO means taking the input from the keyboard or giving the output to the console. Right. So at that particular moment of a time, or in another case, if some higher priority process, priority means the higher, I can say, important process, right, or another important process. So if some higher priority process is coming, or if there is some IO operation that we are doing, then the process is going into the block state, or it is going into the wait state. At that moment of a time, it is in the main memory. Next, and again from block state or from wait state, if the IO is completed or the higher priority process have gone, then the process is going into the ready state, and then from ready it is going to the run state. That also you need to remember, that from the block or the wait state it is going to the ready state, again from the ready state it is going to the run state. I mean that from the block or wait, if after completing the IO or the higher priority process is gone, then it does not directly go into the run state. It goes to the ready state, then it goes to the run state, and then your activity or your work is resumed in the foreground. Now the next and the next state is termination or completion. So termination or completion means you have finished writing your Word document. At that particular time, what happens? You are closing your application. So at that time, there is no need that the processes should be available in the background in the operating system. So all those processes are terminated or they are completed. Now, the another two states of the processes are suspend ready and suspend wait. So what happens over here is the ready processes are actually going into the suspend ready state, and the waiting or the block process are going to the suspend wait or suspend block state. And when it is happening, see, as you can see over here, the ready processes are all in the main memory, the block or the waiting processes are all in the main memory, right? So sometimes it happens that the main memory is full. So at that particular time, all the ready processes are going into the suspend ready state, and then all the wait or the block processes which are there, as we have discussed earlier, they are going into the suspend wait or suspend block state, and because of that reason they are stored in the secondary memory system, because your main memory has some limitation. Of course, the secondary memory is larger than that, and whenever you are doing some activity, that activity has to run in the background. Let the process may context switch between one state and another state. That is not of your concern. You are only interested in running your activity in the foreground, and once you will desire to close it, at that particular time the processes are terminated, or otherwise the processes are not terminated. So the secondary memory is providing the space at that particular time for your ready and for your block process, so that they can be stored in the secondary memory system.
खत्म. बाय बाय, टाटा, गुड बाय.